In today's rapidly changing technological landscape, staying ahead of the curve is crucial, especially when it comes to military hardware. Nations around the world are keenly aware of the importance of modernizing their weapon systems to meet evolving threats and maintain a strategic advantage. The United States has recently introduced a groundbreaking upgrade to one of its most formidable gunships, transforming it into a truly fearsome asset on the global stage. The gunship in question is the AC-130J, a heavily armed and armored variant of the venerable C-130 Hercules transport aircraft. Already a formidable weapon system, the AC-130J has undergone a significant enhancement that has taken its capabilities to new heights. The upgrade in question is the integration of a cutting-edge laser weapon system, a technology that has long been the subject of research and development within the military-industrial complex. Join us as we look into the details of the United States' new AC-130J gunship and the laser weapon upgrade it got. Imagine a nightmare from the skies, a heavily armed fighter jet capable of raining down unrelenting firepower with pinpoint accuracy. Now, picture that same beast upgraded with a cutting-edge laser weapon system that can slice through enemies like a hot knife through butter. Sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? Well, brace yourselves, because the United States has just transformed this futuristic vision into a jaw-dropping reality with its new AC-130J gunship. Get ready to be blown away as we take you on an adrenaline-fueled journey into the heart of this terrifying aerial predator that's about to rewrite the rulebook of modern warfare. But before we continue, we would like you guys to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell icon so you do not miss out on any amazing and entertaining content. The Lockheed AC-130 is not your average gunship. It's a formidable and resilient ground adaptation of the C-130 Hercules aircraft. Officially named Ghost Rider in May 2012, this fighter packs a punch with its powerful ground attack arsenal, advanced sensors, and control systems. Unlike newer aircraft, the AC-130 relies on visual targeting and often flies close air support missions, especially at night, thanks to its large size and ability to operate at low altitudes. However, these traits also make it susceptible to attacks during the day. The latest iteration, the AC-130J, marks the 5th generation of gunships and aims to replace the older AC-130U and AC-130W models. With a rich combat history dating back to Vietnam, where it decimated over 10,000 trucks and saved countless lives with close air support missions, the AC-130 has proven its worth time and again. The AC-130J Ghost Rider completed its test flight in January 2014 with plans to deliver 37 of these aircraft to the Air Force Special Operations Command by 2025. The program's total investment is estimated at $2.4 billion. The conversion of MC-130J aircraft into the AC-130J configuration began at Eglin Air Force Base in January 2013. Design reviews for the AC-130J program concluded in March 2013, followed by operational test readiness reviews in April 2013 and critical design reviews in August 2013. Northrop Grumman Corporation was tasked with supplying radio frequency countermeasure platforms for the AC-130J aircraft in January 2016, while BAE Systems was contracted to provide new electronic warfare systems in July 2017. The initial operational capacity for 16 AC-130J Ghost Rider aircraft was achieved in September 2017, with the first upgraded Block 30 AC-130J Ghost Rider delivered to the U.S. Air Force Special Operations Command in March 2019. This new Ghost Rider combines the flying abilities of the MC-130J with the ground combat capabilities of the AC-130. It's going to be busy with a range of missions, from continuous strike operations to providing close air support for troops in contact. Whether it's escorting convoys or defending key areas, this aircraft is versatile. While it can't refuel other planes, it can top up its own tanks mid-air. Its primary goal is to support ground troops, whether it's protecting convoys, hitting planned targets, or seizing opportunities as they arise. In urban environments, the AC-130J shines, offering precise firepower and the ability to linger overhead. It's 29.3 meters long, stands 11.9 meters tall, and has a wingspan of 39.8 meters. With a maximum altitude of 28,000 feet and a payload of 42,000 pounds, it's a formidable presence in the sky. Inside, there's room for 2 pilots, 2 combat systems officers, and 3 enlisted gunners. Plus, it's equipped with advanced systems to detect and counter threats, making it a tough nut to crack in combat situations. The safety and protection features of the aircraft are top-notch. They include a fuel protection system to guard against explosions, redundant flight-critical components for backup in case of failure, and lightweight composite armor to shield crew areas and oxygen supplies from 7.62mm projectiles. When it comes to armament, the AC-130J Ghost Rider packs a punch with its Precision Strike Package (PSP), developed and installed by the United States Special Operations Command. This kit includes some serious firepower: a 30mm G23 automatic side-firing chain gun, a 105mm cannon, and precision-guided munitions like the GBU-39 small-diameter bombs and AGM-176 Griffin laser-guided missiles. And it doesn't stop there. Internally mounted missiles can be launched through the rear cargo door, adding to its versatility. For intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance ISR missions, the PSP includes electro-optical infrared sensors, synthetic aperture radar, and a pilot helmet-mounted cueing system. A dual-console mission operator pallet within the cargo bay holds all these subsystems, making for seamless operation. Under the hood, the AC-130J is powered by 4 Rolls-Royce AE2100 engines, each boasting a hefty thrust power of 3,458 kilowatts. These engines drive 4 6-bladed Dowty propellers, ensuring smooth and efficient flight. With 60 to 90 kilovolt AMP generators, the aircraft can generate ample electrical output to support its systems. It's got some serious range, too, capable of flying up to 3,000 miles without refueling and cruising at speeds of 362 kilometers per hour at 22,000 feet of altitude. For the past 4 decades, AC-130s have been deployed to conflict zones worldwide, supporting both special and regular forces across South America, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. They're a vital asset in modern warfare, bringing firepower and protection where it's most needed. The latest AC-130J Ghost Riders from the U.S. Air Force have been actively involved in combat missions in Afghanistan since June 2019. They took over from the AC-130U Spooky, which had been supporting United States Coalition Special Operations Forces and their Afghan partners in Afghanistan. Now, these spooky gunships have returned to the United States, marking the conclusion of their planned combat duties. The Northwest Florida Daily News was the first to report on June 28, 2019 that the AC-130J had completed its inaugural combat mission in Afghanistan. These Ghost Rider gunships are in high demand over the skies of Afghanistan, where they provide vital close air support and armed overwatch to U.S. and Afghan operations. The deployment of the AC-130Js and the cessation of scheduled combat operation for the AC-130Us signal a significant shift in U.S. military gunship operations. The AC-130Us, also known as Spooky gunships, entered service in 1995 and are the last of the Air Force's old-school AC-130 gunships. They are equipped with a 5-barrel 25mm GAU-12U Gatling cannon, a single-barrel 40mm Bofors cannon, and a 105mm howitzer as their primary armament. These aircraft are a direct evolution of the original Vietnam War-era AC-130s. Notably, the AC-130Us are also the last platform in the U.S. military to use the 40mm Bofors gun, a World War II-era weapon. While it proved to be a deadly aerial weapon, it became increasingly challenging to operate and maintain over time. In the early 2000s, the Air Force had to search worldwide for spare parts and even rebuild 40mm ammunition dating back to the 1940s in recent years. To ensure that Ghost Rider stays operational, it's equipped with standard firepower like the 105mm cannon and an additional 30mm G23A autocannon. But that's not all. The suite of precision-guided munitions it carries is impressive. We're talking about weapons like the GBU-39B small-diameter bombs, GBU-44B Viper Strike glide bomb, GBU-69 small glide munition, AGM-176 Griffin missile, and AGM-114 Hellfire missiles. The 30mm cannon is incredibly precise, often hitting its target with the first shot. Now let's dive into the specs of the AC-130 and what makes it stand out. This tough and durable aircraft, based on the C-130 Hercules transport aircraft, is built for ground attacks. It's loaded with advanced sensors, navigation, and fire control systems, setting it apart from many other military planes. Unlike its counterparts, the AC-130 relies on visual targeting, mainly because its large size and low flying altitude make it an easy target. It often operates close air support missions under the cover of night to minimize its vulnerability. Originally developed by Lockheed Martin and later converted into a gunship by Boeing, the AC-130, also known as Project Gunship 2, replaced the Douglas AC-47 Spooky or Gunship 1. While the United States Air Force is the primary operator, variants like the AC-130U Spooky and AC-130W Stinger II are utilized for tasks such as close air support, air interdiction, and force protection. The upgraded AC-130J Ghost Rider is also in action, taking on various roles from supporting ground troops and escorting convoys to engaging in urban operations and providing close air support. Inside, the AC-130 lacks pressurization, and its weapons are strategically arranged to allow firing from the left side of the fuselage. This setup maximizes its effectiveness during combat operations. During an attack, the gunship executes what's called a pylon turn, essentially flying in a big circle around its target. This tactic allows it to maintain firing on the target for a longer duration, significantly improving its ability to neutralize the threat compared to a regular strafing attack. Let's talk about the evolution of the AC-130's weaponry. The AC-130H Spectre, for instance, originally boasted two 20mm M61 Vulcan cannons and a 105mm M137 howitzer. However, after 1994, the 20mm cannons were removed and the upgraded AC-130U Spooky replaced them with a more powerful 25mm G2 equalizer cannon. This version also comes equipped with advanced fire control systems and increased ammunition capacity for sustained engagements. The development of the AC-130J was spurred by the need for more versatile platforms. Derived from the MC-130J Commando 2 Special Operations tanker, the AC-130W Stinger II, on the other hand, is a modified C-130H with enhanced precision strike capabilities. Now, let's zoom in on the AC-130U's special equipment, the ANQ-180 Synthetic Aperture Radar. This radar system is instrumental in locating and identifying targets from afar, enhancing the gunship's reconnaissance capabilities. Additionally, the AC-130U utilizes navigational aids like inertial navigation systems and GPS for precise targeting. One of the AC-130U's standout features is its ability to engage two targets simultaneously thanks to technology dating back to the 1990s. It also boasts double the ammunition capacity compared to the AC-130H. Taking a trip down memory lane to the Vietnam War era, the decision to replace the Douglas AC-47 Spooky gunship with the C-130 Hercules was motivated by the need for longer mission endurance and increased ammunition capacity. The AC-47, while faster than helicopters and capable of sustained high-altitude flight, utilized a special maneuver known as a pylon turn to deliver continuous and accurate fire on ground targets. In 2007, AFSOC decided it was time for a weapons upgrade on the AC-130S. They toyed with the idea of swapping out the 25mm GTU and 40mm Bofors cannon for 23mm Mk44 Bushmaster 2 cannons. They even tested this out on 4 AC-130Us, dubbing them AC-130U+4. But they ultimately scrapped the plan, sticking with the original cannons due to accuracy issues with the Bushmasters at the altitudes they were operating. They even mulled over the idea of slapping on a breech-loading 120mm M120 mortar or letting the AC-130 rain hell from a distance with AGM-114 Hellfire missiles, the Advanced Precision Kill Weapon System, or the Viper Strike Glide Bomb. In 2010, L3 Communications got a $61 million contract to bring up 8 MC-130W Combat Spear Special Mission aircraft with precise strike packages. These upgrades, called Dragon Spears, set the Air Force back around $80.3 million. Fast forward to today, and these spruced up MC-130Ws are now known as AC-130W Stinger II. These precision strike packages pack a punch, including a 30mm gun and various precision-guided munitions. Each wing sports rails for 4 Hellfire missiles, SDBs or SDB-2s. Plus, there are 10 common launch tubes on the rear ramp for firing Griffin missiles, with extra missiles stashed in the aircraft for quick reloads. During flight, the launch tubes of the AC-130J Ghost Rider can fire other small munitions that fit inside them. The inception of the AC-130J Ghost Rider traces back to an initiative in 2011 aiming to procure 16 new gunships. These would be based on newly built MC-130J Combat Shadow II Special Operations tankers, equipped with precision strike package to bolster their attack capabilities. The plan involved requesting $1.6 billion from fiscal years 2011 through 2015 to bolster the gunship fleet to 33 aircraft, adding 8 more after retiring 8 aging AC-130Hs. The procurement timeline was set with the first aircraft slated for purchase in fiscal year 2012, followed by 2 in fiscal year 2013, 5 in fiscal year 2014, and the final 8 in fiscal year 2015. This decision was made after opting to retain the C-130 platform following the removal of funding for 16 C-27Js from the fiscal year 2010 budget. In January 2013, the Air Force commenced the conversion of the first MC-130J Combat Shadow II into an AC-130J. The inaugural AC-130J was handed over to Air Force Special Operations Command, AFSOC, on July 29, 2015. The first AC-130J gunships were deemed operationally ready on September 30, 2017. The AC-130J comprises 2 blocks. Block 10, featuring an internal 30mm gun, small diameter bombs, and laser-guided missiles launched from the rear cargo door, and Block 20, which adds a 105mm cannon, large aircraft infrared countermeasures, wing-mounted Hellfire missiles, and radio frequency countermeasures. The addition of a 105mm cannon alongside the existing 30mm cannon and smart bombs was decided upon by the Air Force. AFSOC also expressed interest in equipping the AC-130J with a directed energy weapon by 2022, akin to the previous Advanced Tactical Laser program. This laser was envisioned to generate a beam of up to 120 to 200 kilowatts, weighing approximately 5,000 pounds. It would have defensive capabilities against anti-aircraft missiles and offensive capabilities against communication towers, boats, cars, and aircraft. However, this plan was abandoned due to concerns about air turbulence disrupting the laser beams when mounted on the side of the aircraft. Other proposed enhancements included an active denial system for airborne crowd control and small unmanned aerial vehicles known as tactical off-board sensors. These drones would provide video and coordinates to weapons operators through clouds, enhancing target acquisition capabilities. But the story doesn't end here. Leave your thoughts and questions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to stay updated on the latest developments in military technology. Together, we'll explore the fascinating world of advanced weaponry and its impact on global security.